We were a little bit late getting away this morning. We both kind of meandered out of bed, so we're 45 minutes behind time. That's where we're going, up into those mountains. Stag Saddle, the highest point on the TA tomorrow. Tekapo town, New Bridge, Church of the Good Shepherd, Ilky and the lake. As we start 12.5k road walk. We've got the lake on one side of us, the other side of us with the range we're going over. Absolutely spectacular countryside here. Fortunately, I'm not having the best of days. Everybody seems to be having a good one, which is well and truly deserved, but not every day great. Some days even the best scenery can't make up for sore and tired legs and a heavy bag. She's all good though. Tomorrow will be a better one. Never has a bunch of corrugated iron look so good. Day 32, first day of February, so this is our second month. We're leaving to do Stag Saddle, the highest point in Te Araroa. Should be a good day, we've got some good views. And Ilky's doing sandals. There's Ilky. She was worried about getting her waterproof boots wet for the day, so she's worn sandals, and now it looks very much like she's going to be able to get across the creek we were worried about without really getting her feet wet. Mission accomplished.
Yes, but I could have just worn my boots the whole time.
As we look back towards Tekapo, this is the ridge line we've been following. Probably can't see her very well. But there's Ilky, climbing the last ridge before dropping into saddle. There we are, Stag Saddle, highest point. There's that ridge line. She dropped down through there, but still went a little too far and we had to screw down. There's Ilky. And 20 minutes later, off the saddle, down we come. Victory for Ilky.
Hut. Nice large hut. And he's doing his book.
Day 33, Royal Hut to Crooked Spur, and it's going to be 6.5–7 hours today. Pretty slow going in the tussock. Gone are the sweeping vistas of the Mackenzie country. Now we are in the close confined tussock spaces of Canterbury High Country.
So much more character than the ones like Nelson Lakes, which are like 36 feet.
Stone hut where we had morning tea. I'd be interested to know what they were hitting this with. Whoever it was, it had some punch. So we've just come off the saddle and we're working our way down to this creek. And I think we're going back up there again to that saddle. And up there. Just coming down off that saddle, the grass, tussock, and just this awkward scree. It's not super loose, but unless you're reasonably careful, you're going to go crop it. Crooked Spur hut in the Rangitata. Something stealing the nails. Day 34, leaving Crooked Spur hut. Short morning down to the car park where Mum and Lynn, I think, are going to come and meet us with supplies and to drive us around the Rangitata, which is what you see ahead of you. And then we've got 4 hours of work to a campsite after that. It's going to be a good day. Saturday morning, our hut was in behind that. We've come along, we've come down that ridge line, down through this beech forest, across the river in here, and we've come up quite steep up to here, and now it looks like we've got a little bit of genteel terrain. Bit of fern, bit of Matagari. That's not the hardest bit of trail we've done, it's just a combination of all the hardest bits we've done. So we did about 2k in an hour and a quarter, and now we're just going to scramble down the river. So after a bit of an adventure, getting lost and not being found, we're going to be back on the trail. That's not too bad, 4 hours. 4 hours start to finish, including lunch, a big old drive, and we've got 4 hours of walking to do. City.
So we've just arrived at our camp spot, 16k in at Paddle Creek, and we found some wonderful campsites.
Light bit of rain overnight, low cloud, We're a little bit slower getting going this morning. Only the second time we use the tent, and we're trying to work out how we're going to store the tent. That's a little bit damp on the fly in my bag without wetting everything else. Hi Hughes. Ilki's gonna take us through what she's thinking as she enters this bit of water. Going through the island where the water has been separated, so it's less of a current. She's gonna do it. She's halfway across and she's back. Oh, she's got her feet wet. She got her feet wet. What a disaster. This is Double Hut. Ed Hillary stayed here and wrote on the wall, so it's a bit of a stop for most people. It's interesting. 1951, Ed Hillary training with Taylor, I think is what it says. And whoever Ken McDonald is from 1978. He's from Dunedin, but he's slightly less important. Once again, the cloud is very low today, but it looks like it's burning off a little bit. So fingers crossed. So we've just run into this field of what we now know are called Spaniards. They're rather spiky. They're also very similar height to our marker. So this is just a wander through in the general direction and I hope to find a marker at some point. The sun is starting to burn off and we turned around and we're greeted by this. How cool. And you can see just over here the outline of the surrounding hills. That valley over there that's still clouded was where we were this morning. We've worked our way up above the cloud. The sun's burnt off on this side of that little saddle. You can see some clouds still in there. We're clear all the way. Up until about 5 minutes ago, we had nothing but clear blue sky all the way over to the saddle over here. But the cloud from the valley we just left lifted. It's just rolled over the top of the saddles we've crossed and it's just come and overtaken us. There's where we came from. The cloud rolled up, then rolled back. You can see it's filling that whole valley across. This side, clear views. We're going to be following this creek for the next little bit and crossing it. Estimates range between 20, 50 and you might as well walk down the creek in the number of crossings, so that's number one for Elkie. It only took about 2 crossings before the inevitable happened and Elkie's feet got wet, so we're no longer rock hopping, we're just going straight through the sucker. Just pulled into Common's hut. Have a quick rest and empty our shoes out, and now we're on to the A-frame, 6.5 odd K away. And let's throw in a few more creek crossings, just because the 50 we did today weren't enough.
I see your hut. Tiny hut.
Ilki and I turned up here about 2.5 hours ago. And we think we're going to have our nice little A-frame to ourselves. Things have changed. We've got one outside. We've got 2 guys bivvying over there. And the 3-bed A-frame now has 5 human heaters. It's going to be cozy. Day 37. A-frame, 3 hours, car park, Christchurch, food. Just come down here and we're continuing down to the river. Started at a height of 1200 today. We've had to divert onto a higher road as we run into someone's family down there. And this guy here in the middle seems like the boss. Probably looking at it all morning. Yeah, we managed to find them without breaking my phone or destroying something.
Running, but they're actually running.
Into danger. He's struggling.